with unfailing devotion and commitment. Mom was a huge part in any decision that they made, and Dad always respected what she thought. He loved her totally and completely. He showed us what being a real father means. Always encouraging, always instructive, always correcting where necessary, and always showing tough love, which all of us needed at one time or another. Lord knows Tom needed it a lot of times. We give Tom grief all the time. He's probably got one of the biggest hearts of all of us. Dad was straightforward, told you exactly what he thought, so you knew where he stood on just about anything. Being a minister, he never crammed faith down our throats, which we were all thankful for. But we knew how important it was to him for us to follow in his footsteps and love the Lord. We are thankful for his great example in this respect, and he definitely had a life-changing impact on us all. Dad was funny. He had a great sense of humor. He loved telling jokes and stories that would make you laugh. You know, he just loved to laugh. He had this infectious smile and just a beautiful, gentle spirit about him. We have so many great memories. I want to share a few of those with you now. And I'll let any of you guys, if you want to share something. Sure. You want to?
Well, go ahead.
Okay. Some of my memories are when I was probably in the third grade, I started running with Dad. He ran about 2 miles a day. And I never liked getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But once I got up and got out there with him, it was just, I don't know, it was just really peaceful, and we had so much fun just running, and of course he tried to talk while we're out of breath. But one of the things he always said was, "This is the day that the Lord hath made," and I would have to say, "Let us rejoice and be glad in it." He said that every time. So that was a real blessing. He coached a lot of our baseball teams. Vacations we took, we always seemed to take, pretty nice vacations. We always drove. So we saw a lot of the country that way. And anytime we got back into Indiana, they would always start singing "Back Home Again in Indiana." And towards the end, they would start harmonizing together. So it was really neat, and I'll never forget that. Dad, like I said, was so committed to his faith, and every morning he'd do the upper room. I know a lot of you probably know about that, but he would read it whether you wanted to hear it or not. And but it was always some special time. Whenever I was home, I always liked to spend the time with him on that. So that was always very special. Dad was always available. As busy as he was, he always had time for us. And we just had a lot of special time together. I know myself, I bugged him to go out and play catch all the time with baseball and pitch and stuff, and he probably got tired of that, but he was always there. And I know for all of us, they were always at all of our games. I can't remember, one time that they missed a game, unless something was going on or they were sick or something, but I really can't remember that. We always had a lot of meals together. Dad would always ask us how our day went, and what special thing happened that day, and we talk about it. So it was a lot of wisdom he would share during those times. And we had a family song that Mom and Dad came up with called "Here We Are," and we would sing that before meals a lot of times, and it was just a really special time, just about being together as a family. So I'll never forget that. So those were, sure you guys have a share? Okay.
I think I'm John. I think the main things from Dad's life, he was always forgiving, and he made sure you understood, you need to tell the person that you forgive them. Anyway, I apologize, it's a little tough, but the two things here, he was always willing to not be judgmental, give somebody a second chance, and offer forgiveness. We should all take lessons from that, because we hold things. We both need to be forgiven, but we also really need to forgive people. He was always happy, just a great father. As Chuck said, again, I apologize, but he always led by example. try to do the same thing with my kids. I mean, it's not easy, right? To be happy in the morning, to start the day off right, to say grace and peace and all the things that we did together, but really important to keep the family together. And his love for Mom was amazing. I wish I had the patience, the kindness, the forgiveness, maybe that he always showed, and he'd show it to anyone, but definitely with Mom at all times. With me, I had my share of issues. Someone called me unsettled. But, and again, I will say the last couple of days of our life, we had great family times the entire time. But the last couple of days of Dad's life, singing hymns in the hospital room, I have to believe would have stacked right up with some of the best times we ever had in our entire lives. So I'm happy he was sent off the way he was. Jesus and God will take care of him, but he's terrific.
I'll try. Yeah, I'm Tom. I'm the youngest. I had to deal with these guys. all the pain and torture through them, but and I still have my hair.
That's awesome.
What I really want to say is exactly what John said, but I spent some time in the hospital with him, and I wanted to make sure he absolutely understood what was going on. And what he said to me will stick with me. He said, I'm not going to sit around and mope and do any of that complaining stuff. I trust in the Lord with all my heart. I'm with Jesus now. I'll be with Jesus soon. And that's what Dad is all about. The confidence that he had in his faith, the confidence he had in his relationships with Mom and other people was amazing. And that is what I will hold in my heart, is just be humble, know your faith, trust in the Lord, and all things will work out the way they're supposed to work out if you trust in Him. And it's something that, love you, Mom. You showed a great example, both you guys, to us all the time. I only have one story where, I told Dad this in the hospital about forgiveness. One time I was laying in the floor with my feet kicked up on the TV, and I didn't move. And Dad looked at me and he just kicked me. I was like, what the heck? He kicked me. Then maybe 23 minutes later, he came back and goes, that wasn't right. I apologize. Will you forgive me? I was like, no, Dad, I don't want to. Yeah, of course I forgive him. But, I didn't. But that was something Dad did. If he knew he did something wrong, and that's some of the lessons I hope I can learn, that if I do something wrong to somebody, that I will have enough guts to go back to them and say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. So, that's all I got.
Come on, you got
Save the best for last.
I'll be right here with
That's
you.
right.
Okay. I'm Michele. I always had a special relationship with my dad. I've been through some things, but he always had kind words, and he always had loving things to say. He always had that hug and that smile. And that's the thing that I want to remember. I loved the basketball games that we would get in our driveway in Auburn. We had a lot. He was very competitive. He wanted to show the boys that he still had it, and me as well. And he a lot of times did. He had a great spirit about him, and he showed us the way that we should live our lives and live them fully every day and love as much as possible, and like everyone else said, and be forgiving. And those are the lessons I take from him. And marriage was a big passion of his, and he showed us all how to be, good in a marriage, how you should talk and communicate, and that's what I just loved about him, and I will definitely miss him, and that smile.
Good stuff, for sure. I gotta get my glasses. glasses back on. Okay. As John was saying, even during his last days, Dad was positive, smiling, doing a lot of hand-holding, giving out lots of hugs and kisses, telling stories, singing some of his favorite hymns, telling jokes, and even playing one of our favorite games, Aggravation. And those aggravation boards, you may know that he actually has made one for every one of the grandkids. And I think he was even going to do it for the great-grandkids too, right, Mom? So they're really special boards with a lot of color, and it was so awesome to see him playing that the day before he died. You know, he was actually about ready to win. He had like 3 marbles in home, and then he finally said, "I think we better finish this later." He was starting to get a little tired, but we considered him the winner, the way it should be. And like any preacher, he was preaching wisdom, truth, and Jesus till the end. And that was just, you know, we sat there and we had some amazing talks. And, you know, he was so alert, so, you know, just right on about everything he was thinking about and wanted to say. And it was just one of the blessings I think God gave us that day, because we thought that it could have happened any time during that day. And it didn't. It didn't happen until the next day. So I think we were really blessed by that. This, of course, is a sad day because we will miss him so much. But it is also a day of celebrating and rejoicing, because he has now received the ultimate crown for a race well run, and is with his Father in heaven. We love you, Dad. We will miss you terribly. But we know you will be welcoming us into paradise one glorious day. Well done, Dad. Well done.
Thank you so much for sharing such beautiful memories and a tribute to a wonderful man. I know everyone here could share a story about Dewey. I would like to invite a dear family friend to come and to share a few words. Melinda Ramsey has known the family for quite a while, and she would like to come and share some thoughts. So, Melinda.